It's 3 in the morning. Your phone rings. Half asleep, you answer. And in that moment, you begin to realize your life will never be the same. Maybe it's an unexpected medical diagnosis. Maybe it's the voice of a manager telling you there's no need to come to work tomorrow. Maybe it's a natural disaster warning. It doesn't matter. The result is the same. Starting tomorrow, the rules of your life have changed. Now, imagine, how much money is in your bank account? How long can you stay afloat? A week? A month? If the answer scares you, you are not alone. According to a recent survey, 59% of people cannot cover a simple $1,000 emergency expense. This means more than half the population is living one midnight phone call away from complete financial chaos. This isn't just a statistic. It's a reality millions live with every day but are too afraid to talk about. Most of us live with the comforting thought, it won't happen to me. We see crises in movies or on the news, but we don't accept them as a real threat to our own lives. But the numbers tell a different story. In 2024 alone, the US experienced dozens of natural disasters, each causing over $1 billion in damage. Every year, millions of people unexpectedly lose their jobs or face a serious health crisis. These events aren't statistical probabilities. They are an inevitable part of life. And the problem isn't the crisis itself. The problem is our lack of preparation. And a lack of preparation can turn a small problem into a complete catastrophe. This video is a roadmap to replace the hope of "I hope nothing happens" with the confidence of "I'm ready for whatever happens." Which of these 5 characters best describes your current financial situation and goals? The first step to preparing for a crisis isn't saving money. It's understanding where you are so you can know where you're going. This is the financial mirror moment. You have to look in the mirror and ask yourself honest questions. How much money do I earn each month? And more importantly, where is that money going? Most of us think we have a rough idea, but the reality is often shocking. For 1 month, track every single expense, from every coffee you buy to every subscription you pay for. At the end of the month, you'll have a map of your spending habits, and you can't start any journey without a map. If you were to divide your money into such virtual envelopes, which envelope would you have the most difficulty filling? Once you understand your budget, it's time to build your first line of defense, your financial shield. This is your emergency fund. This money isn't for a new TV or a vacation. This money is for when life says, "I don't care about your plans," for when you lose your job, your car breaks down, or an unexpected medical bill arrives. Experts recommend saving 3 to 6 months' worth of essential living expenses. Don't let that number scare you. No one does this overnight. The goal is to start small. Your first target could be $500 or $1,000. Even that amount can prevent small crises from turning into major disasters. The most important rule: keep this money in a separate account from your daily checking account. A high-yield savings account is the ideal choice. The goal is to make the money easily accessible, but not so easy that you're tempted to spend it on non-emergencies. This is your untouchable reserve. If your bank didn't charge you any extra fees when you travel, how would that change your travel habits and budget? So how do you fill this fund? The most effective way is to do it without thinking. Use the power of automation. Strategy 1. Pay yourself first. The day your salary arrives, set up an automatic transfer to move a specific amount, even if it's just $20 or $30, directly into your emergency fund account. 7. You'll never see this money, so you won't be tempted to spend it. Strategy 2. Redirect windfalls. Get an unexpected sum of money, a tax refund, a bonus, or a gift. Send at least half of it directly to your fund. Strategy 3. Save the change. Some banking apps automatically round up every card purchase to the nearest dollar and transfer the difference to your savings. These small steps make a huge difference over time. Remember, the goal isn't to deposit huge sums every month. It's to build the habit of depositing something every month. If you automated just $50 in savings each month, what small crisis could you comfortably handle after 1 year? If your emergency fund is your shield, high-interest debt is the crack in that shield, especially credit card debt. It drains your financial energy every month with interest payments. In a crisis, these chains can leave you completely immobilized. There are 2 popular strategies to break free. First, the snowball method. 9. You list all your debts from smallest to largest. You make minimum payments on all of them, but you throw every extra dollar at the smallest debt until it's gone. When it's paid off, you take that payment and add it to the next smallest debt. It's not the most mathematically efficient, but it's psychologically powerful because it creates quick wins. The second strategy is the avalanche method. 9. Here, you list your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest. You focus all your extra money on the debt with the highest interest rate. This method will save you the most money in interest over time. Whichever method you choose, the most important thing is to stick to a plan and avoid creating new debt. Remember, paying off your debt is the best investment you can make in your future self. What would be more motivating for you? Paying off small debts quickly for a sense of victory, or saving more money on interest in the long run? You've built your defense and strengthened your weak points. Now it's time to go on the offense. The strongest financial position is not depending on a single source of income. Imagine sitting on a one-legged stool. If that leg breaks, you fall. But a 3- or 4-legged stool is much more stable. Income streams are the same. Diversifying your income doesn't mean getting a second job. It means turning your skills and interests into new sources of revenue. You can create active income streams. Freelancing for a few hours after work, consulting in your field, or turning a hobby into a small business. Or you can build passive income streams. This means doing the work once and earning money from it continuously. For example, investing in dividend-paying stocks, creating an online course or ebook, or earning rental income from real estate. Even a small additional income stream can be a lifesaver in a crisis. It gives you not just money, but the freedom of choice. What skill or hobby do you have today that could become your second source of income tomorrow? Your emergency fund protects you from small and medium crises. But what about the biggest catastrophes? A house fire, a serious car accident, or expensive surgery can wipe out even the largest savings in an instant. This is where your invisible shield, insurance, comes in. Insurance means transferring risks that are too big for you to handle to an insurance company in exchange for small, manageable payments. You should consider at least 3 main types of insurance: health insurance, life insurance, especially if you have dependents, and property insurance, homeowners, or renters. But just having insurance isn't enough. Review your policies regularly. Understand exactly what they cover, and more importantly, what they don't. For example, standard home insurance usually doesn't cover floods. Insurance isn't an expense. It's an investment in protecting your biggest assets, your health, your home, and your family's future. Do you know exactly what disasters your insurance policies don't protect you from? Imagine you have to evacuate your home in 10 minutes due to a natural disaster. What would you take? In a crisis, you won't have time to search for documents. That's why everyone needs a financial go bag. It might not be a physical bag, but it means having all your important documents gathered in one easily accessible place. What should be in this bag? Copies of identification, driver's license, passport, birth certificate. 15. Copies of all your insurance policies, information about your bank accounts, credit cards and investments, legal documents like property deeds and your will. Keep both paper copies in a fireproof safe and digital copies on an encrypted USB drive or in a secure cloud storage. 15. Having these documents in a crisis can save you months of time when you start to rebuild your life. If you had to leave your home in 10 minutes, could you find all your essential financial documents? During an economic crisis or a market crash, our first instinct is to panic and sell all our investments. This is one of the biggest mistakes we can make. Selling in a panic turns temporary paper losses into permanent, real losses. 16. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. A prepared investor has already diversified their portfolio. 17. This means not putting all your eggs in one basket. Investing in different assets like stocks, bonds, and real estate helps balance out a downturn in one area with stability in another. During a crisis, your strategy shouldn't be to sell, but rather, if you can afford it, to buy quality assets while they are on sale. History shows that after every crisis, markets have not only recovered, but have gone on to reach new highs. 16. Investors who stay calm and stick to their long-term plan always emerge stronger from the storm. During a market crash, would you let your emotions control your investment decisions? In the end, financial preparedness is less about numbers and more about a mindset. It's not about being a pessimist. It's about being a realist. It's not about living in fear. It's about finding peace of mind by taking control. Everything we've discussed today, budgeting, the emergency fund, debt management, extra income, insurance, and investments, is a piece of your financial shield. You can't build this shield in a day, but every small step you take today is a brick that will make you stronger in tomorrow's storm. Remember, we can't stop the storms from coming, but we can build a stronger ship. A crisis is inevitable. Being unprepared is a choice. Which choice will you make?